Well, we're back again, everybody, back in the bait workshop. It's been a few months since I did the last clip, and quite a few people have been asking me, when's the next clip, John? I'm just enjoying a cup of tea, and William's behind the camera.
Hello.
We've been enjoying ourselves this winter, helping quite a lot of people again get their spring recipes and summer recipes together. And we're going to be seeing quite a few of our customers, and hopefully some new people too, next weekend, which is on the 5th and the 6th of March at the Big One show in Farnborough. So this little clip is really to promote and push that, because it's the first show or exhibition that we've done for, I don't know how long, maybe 9 or 10 years. I tend not to do exhibitions anymore, but the family have persuaded me to do it, and now it's all booked. I'm really looking forward to doing it. So me being me, I've got a few things that are new and exclusive just for the show. So one of the things that I thought I'd just show you in this clip is some of the things that we're going to have with us. And the first thing is something which hasn't been done before. It's these things called trial packs. Oh, I wonder what that noise is. I know what it is. This little chap here. That's just to give you an idea of how cold it is outside. And it's still rattling. We're not going to cut any of this out, because I like doing these clips exactly as they come, with no cuts or edits. So I said we're going to do some things that haven't been done before, and then we're launching them at the show. And it's these trial packs, they're called. There's 3 favourite recipes. Bio-shellfish with ala salar and plum. And in these packs, there's 2 syringes, 2 different sizes of cork ball, 2 of the little pick and mix mini flavours, in this case with bio-shellfish, ala salar and plum, together in the mix. And there's a 400-gram bag of especially prepared hook bait mix. So there's bio-shellfish, taste, ASM flavour and maple. A good early season and right through the year. Here you can see the little mini flavours in there. So there's enough in that packet for at least 200 hook baits. And the third one we're doing is milk and honey with TM1 and banana. So we'll put those to one side, and I'm really wanting to push a couple of other things, because I've spent about the last 9 months, 10 months trying to obtain the liquid version of the yeast booster powder that I did probably about a year ago, and I'm very pleased to say here it is. So this is a liquid yeast complex which is derived from a cell split yeast, so it's a prebiotic. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is the Latin name for it, and this is a gut calming additive which is used in the aqua industry, often used in powder form. It's 2 yeasts blended together here in this workshop, so it's not one on its own but 2, and very important as a vitamin B source and a vitamin B additive. Also, I'll take the top off, may be difficult to see on the camera, but you can see it's quite a dark, rich brown liquid. It tastes and smells absolutely delicious. I'm really pleased with it. And as you guys know, I haven't brought out very many liquid food additives, and I often get asked to do them, but this one is worth doing, and that's why I've done it. So that's another new thing coming out on the show. We're listening to what people are asking us for, and therefore these things are coming out, so that the hook bait mixes, the trial packs, people can try it if they haven't tried it before. And another thing we've been asked for as well, we do the cork balls. So been actually difficult to get hold of this stuff. It's in quite a short supply. Cork granules. This isn't a dust, it's more of a granule. So there's no wastage. And we're doing these in 1 litre packs, 75 grams. And they'll be at the show again. First time that we've done cork granules, cork dust, you can call it cork dust if you want, but these are coming out within the next week. So this clip is being shot on the 24th, 25th of March, so literally 1 week before the show. At the show also we'll be doing, and I keep saying this, really important, these syringes, these 1ml syringes, which are so important for measuring our highly concentrated flavours. Again, chaps, really important to use less flavour rather than more. Have a look at the dose rate guide that we've redesigned. So Richard Maud has redesigned this for us. He's the Excel spreadsheet specialist. So this will be uploaded this week onto the website, and you can print a copy as a PDF off and keep it, and we will be handing out a new, revised and updated dose rate guide at the show. So don't forget these syringes, don't forget to measure and keep a note of your recipes, dead accurate. Also at the show we'll be bringing the whole range of our products, in particular the shrimp extract, which comes out in these two different sizes, 500 grams and the 250s. Everything at the show is discounted in line with the general trend which seems to happen at the Big One show, which is, go to the show, attend the show and get a good deal. We will be doing that. So there will be money off all the flavours, there'll be money off all the products and all the base mixes, and everything will be there in bulk, in big blue boxes stacked up, and most of my family will be there. So you'll be able to meet William on Sunday. Richard Moore will be there over the weekend, my son-in-law Richard, and my daughter hopefully will be there too. So we are really looking forward to it. And in the first part of this clip, I'm sorry for it being a little bit commercial, but it's important that everybody is aware about the show that we're going on. After that, the website and my web shop will be updated, and the new products that are being launched and held back for this weekend will all be available online and on the website. So we've got plenty of stock and we've got new things coming all the time. So we'll end this first part of the clip now. I'll finish my tea and I'll see you in a minute.
Hey Ezra, what's your favourite John Baker flavour?
Caramel banana!
Okay, so welcome to part 2 of the, I think earlier on I might have said it was the 25th of March. Of course it isn't, it's the 25th of February, and the Big One show is actually on the 5th and 6th of March next week. So sorry about that senior moment. Anyway, I want to go and speak now about the replies that I'm very frequently doing to emails, quite understandably, of people wanting to know how to get the best out of our base mixes or their own base mixes, because quite a few people are calling me asking me to go over their recipes, which I have been doing, and I've helped a lot of people get the profile of their own base mix perhaps a little better than they might have initially designed themselves. So we'll speak about the 3 trial pack base mixes in their non-doctored form. So the original 1 kilo bags of base mix, also available in 5 kilo lots, lovingly made up by us here, fresh. We make it every week fresh. We've got a fast and high turnover of ingredients, so you can be assured that whatever you buy, whether it's in the tackle shop, which is mainly Johnson Ross and Yateley Angling, they have a regular turnover of stock, and we supply them every month, sometimes twice a month. But we'll go back to the importance of getting the most out of the base mix. So take bio shellfish, originally designed around ocean proteins. So it has low temperature fish meal, it has CPSP 90, which is a hydrolyzed fish protein, and it has a good amount of krill, plus all the fraction cereals and other bits and pieces, binders, bird foods, and all the things in it which we know carp love. Probably one of the most proven base mixes that's out there in the market today, only because it's been going so long, because I'm so old. No, in all seriousness. So people come to me and they say, oh John, thanks, I've just bought your bio shellfish, your milk and honey, your Taste F2. Is it okay if I add some fenugreek powder, some garlic powder? Is it okay if I add citric acid? Is it okay if I add DMPT? The list that is available from all the different ingredient suppliers out there is so massive that what's happening is, I'm sorry to say this, but quite a few people, and I'm grateful for this, are buying pre-designed base mixes and actually ruining them, or potentially ruining them, by adding even more ingredients to them, powdered ingredients, spices, additives, that actually are not going to improve the recipe. Why? Because I've done it for you. That's what you guys are paying for. So I strongly recommend that for anybody that is buying any of these base mixes that I've mentioned here in particular, a lot of thought and effort and experience has gone into making these base mixes so you don't have to. And I'm fully endorsing those people who want to make their own base mix, or maybe have a hybrid base mix, but for Lord's sake, please run it by me first if you want to do that. That's a bit of a dangerous thing to say because I'm already overloaded with emails. So if you do want to communicate with me, please do it on an email, preferably on a PC, so I can send you any attachments and useful things when you reply, other than on a phone, which often won't download attachments. So, you know, that's my techie or non-techie reply, but it does happen that way sometimes. So please be careful about how you communicate with me. It's much easier for me to send replies on a PC. So we'll go on to the design of base mixes a little bit more. I've mentioned briefly about bio shellfish. I'm now going to speak about taste. There's an awful lot of people out there who say, I'm on fish meals. Taste is not a fish meal. And neither is it a seed mix. Neither is it a high leakage mix. Neither is it a high energy mix. It is a savoury mix where all the protein sources come mostly from milk proteins, and then it has other vegetable extracts and proteins in it, such as kelp, liver. Now I am importing a beef liver from Argentina at great expense, and I will say for the first time that beef liver powder is in Taste. So I haven't mentioned this before, but it's been in there for about 5 years. So again, anybody that's thinking of making extra additives to a previously designed base mix, please don't do it with Taste, because there's 17 ingredients in Taste, and it's a phenomenally effective bait when put up against an average lake, be it a club lake or a syndicate lake, which sees the Joe average baits that are being used. You know what I mean when I say that, the popular, well-known baits. This is different, and you don't need much. So when I say you don't need much, how much do you need when you go fishing? Well, I suppose it's down to whether you're getting bites or not. And the worst thing you can do, everybody, is to keep firing out bait in the mistaken belief that that's going to generate a bite. Far better to go fishing as if you were roach fishing. And you don't keep throwing in handfuls and handfuls of maggots if you're getting no bites. You try fishing different presentations, different depths. You move and go to a different place. And if you see fish moving, you cast to those fish. These are the tactics that high quality baits are best designed for, because it isn't your behaviour necessarily that is going to make the difference on the lake if you are using these baits. It's what other people are doing. And it's the behaviour of other people throwing in loads of bait, sitting over beds of bait, using a spod for 2 or 3 hours to put carpets of particles out, that is actually affecting your fishing. So one of the things that's really important to do is to watch the water and watch the behaviour of other anglers. And in doing so, and this is important, you can gauge your own tactics in accordance with what's going down at the lake. Be it a club lake, be it a syndicate lake, be it a massive inland sea, wherever it is you're fishing, and the same will apply in France, to do something a little different to that which other people are doing. And there's no point in spending good money on a high quality base mix and then A, adding a load more stuff to it, and B, throwing in too many freebies when you're actually fishing. So if you're getting bites, fine, no problem. Fire out a few more baits. If you're not getting bites, do something different to get a bite. This sounds obvious, but it's a trap. It's a slippery slope that we often fall into. And if it is a good bait, I will once again say you don't need much of it. But what you do need to do is go fishing rather than camping. Don't go through those same routines that we see everybody going to. Try and do something different. And another thing as well, and this is something that I have experienced and has affected my own fishing. And we'll finish up today's clip with this important message that if you're a family man, you know, you've got a job, you're perhaps getting back into the office now that lockdown's finished, you're interacting with friends, you're enjoying yourself back in a working environment, and you're looking forward to going fishing on the weekend, but you only get one night a week maybe to go fishing because it's fair at home not to be on the bankside all the time, then I really think it's important to make the most of that session. And please don't compare your results if you just fish once a week with the results of people that've got a lot more time to fish than you have, particularly if they're sponsored anglers, maybe people that write articles regularly, or people that are retired, have got lots of free time, and they always seem to be at the lake. Every time you go there, it's the same cars in the car park. So don't compare your fishing to the catch rates and the success rates of other people that have got more time than you have. Much better to compare your own results to people that fish the same amount of time and put the same amount of effort in as you do. That's what I've always done, and it's quite interesting to note that those people that really think about their sessions and don't do 2 or 3 nights a week are much fresher in a short session than they would be if they were sat behind the rods for 2 or 3 days. So this sounds a bit obvious, but if it helps those people with confidence, then that's the message I want to get across. And if you're coming to the Big One show, I'll see you. We'll all be wearing these red aprons for a bit of fun, so you won't miss us. See you soon. Bye.